Good morning, students. In today's class, we will learn about the major developments and sources of history. Already, we have studied about our 2 points: extent of the medieval period, different names for India. We know how was the extent. It was divided into early medieval period and the late medieval period. The different names for India came up. How it came, we know. So let us start today's major developments. The medieval period of India witnessed a clear demarcation from the ancient period of the Indian history. The medieval period saw the rise of towns and as commercial and craft centers. The society also saw many changes in the social setup, such as the caste system and the transitions of tribal societies. So, in major developments, we can see how the development came up. The towns as commercial and craft centers. The major developments of the that time medieval period time. And another is the society also saw many changes. In society also we can see many changes like the caste system and the transitions of tribal societies developed. Caste systems also developed. Then the bhakti movement, Sufi movement and Sikhism also emerge in this period. So for the religious, according to religious development came bhakti movement, Sufi movement and Sikhism also emerge in this period. Now let us know sources of history. Historians use literary and archaeological sources to reconstruct the history of the medieval period in India. Already you have studied in previous class that which are the sources for the history. There were two sources, literary and archaeological. So let us know what is the uh, literary sources. What are the includes in literary sources? Chronicles, biographies and autobiographics and foreign accounts. Another is the archaeological sources: inscriptions, monuments, coins, sculptures and paintings. These things included in the sources of literary sources and archaeological sources. So chronicles, biographics and autobiographics, foreign accounts involved literary sources. Archaeological sources involved include inscriptions, monuments, coins and sculptures and the paintings. So I hope you have understood our this chapter. And for the rewinding, you can make a chart for the chart in a file. You divide according to literary sources these 3 points, archaeological sources these 4 points, and try to write something. Remember your previous class. You have studied about this inscriptions, monuments, coins, and chronicles, biographics, and autobiographics, foreign accounts. You have already studied in previous class. So try to make according to your own words how you understand literary sources, how you understand archaeological sources. So thank you and have a good day. I hope all will do well.